Hey, Phantomaniacs, welcome to the newest unboxing here on the Needless Things YouTube channel. Today we are taking a look at the PowerCon exclusive Mysteries of Grayskull. This thing is huge, quite a bit bigger than I expected it to be. Like, it doesn't even fit in the frame, but that's okay because we're going to open it up and take a look at everything inside. You can see this beautifully detailed, basically mailer box. I mean, it didn't ship in this, but this is traditionally referred to as the mailer box because it's inspired by what Mattel used to do. But this one, obviously, tons more decoration on it. You can see the hinges up here, giving it the appearance of a trap door or perhaps a chest. I don't know which. Either one would be appropriate for Grayskull. We get the little nice PowerCon logo. Tons of detail. So yes, it is a chest. And then on the back, Masters of the Universe presented by, and then they've got the credits on there, which is a very nice touch. And I wish Mattel and all toy companies would do that more often. So let's go ahead and open this thing up. Nice looking box. I dig it. Let me bust out my brand new slice tool that's been treating me really well. I still love my 1964 box cutter, but this little slice tool just seems to get the job done in a little bit better way. All right, so inside our Grayskull treasure chest, we have, oh man, look at this. An absolutely gorgeously detailed box. You can see the gloss on the Masters of the Universe logo and then all of the creatures in the dungeon grate. That is fantastic. Beware the Dwell of Souls. On the back, we've got detailing about each item that is included in this box. The Explorer Spacesuit, Ancient Cosmic Armor, the Spirit of Grayskull, the Manifestation of Castle Grayskull, and Orlax of Primeria, a mysterious creature from the Dwell of Souls. And I'm going to tell you right now, I never realized it was the Dwell of Souls. Beautifully embossed art. This packaging is incredible. This will be kept by me. It's got a nice flap to open up in the front that reveals everything inside, nestled securely in a plastic tray. Look at that. That's wonderful. So will all of this just, look at that, comes right out of, ooh, that, I mean, this is almost a play set unto itself. If I was a kid, I would be keeping this, and this would be like Skeletor would throw people in here or something. This is great. And then the inside of the flap also covered in art. This is absolutely beautiful packaging. Mattel has been doing amazing stuff with packaging. All right. We have more of the PowerCon trading cards. If you watched my review of Duplicat and Faker, you saw a pack of these, and here is another pack. But let's get down to it, shall we? The Spirit of Grayskull. Oh, he is secured in there. Let's flip this thing over and cut through all of our little plastic tabs and whatnot. I got my snippers here, all kinds of new tools, just so I can give you, the viewers of the Needless Things YouTube channel, the best experience possible. I hate these little plastic tabs, but I say it every time. But I also mean it every time. All right, there's our Spirit. I'm gonna flip the box back over so I can remember this guy's name. Orlax of Primeria does not appear to be secured with a tab. And then the Dungeon Grate, which does have, this is going to be easier to get from the front. Gosh, that's a beautiful piece. And then finally, our Space Suit Armor, which, like all of the Origins figures, can be taken apart. So let's take a look at our armor first, our Explorer Space Suit. Lots of paint on this guy. Look at all of the different colors, all of the sculpted and painted detail. This is looks like 100% new. Look interesting there. He's got the same little boot cut. So this piece hangs over that swivel to give it a nice profile right there. That right knee is a little hanging out, or hanging out a little bit. That's okay. But lots of paint on this guy. He feels like a con exclusive. Not to say a retail release would never get this amount of paint, but he does feel kind of deluxe with the way he's done. He's got a great ball joint in that head, got the little breathing tube plugged into his chest apparatus and then into the mask. That pops out. So you can pop that head off if you want. I'm not going to bother doing it right now because this guy is going to be hanging out. I mean, to me, this is a character now. He's perhaps, oh, look at that. His little blaster pops off as well. To me, he is like a guest of Castle Grayskull that they just don't know what to do with. He's some kind of space explorer that got lost and is just residing in the castle. And perhaps when Skeletor mounts an offense against the castle, he'll spring into action and start blasting bad guys. But he just kind of hangs out in the castle, doesn't know what to do with himself. Lost in Eternia. But absolutely great figure. I dig it. And it's something that fans have been curious about seeing in figure form for a very, very long time now. And actually, his armor is removable. He has, you can see it wiggle around a little bit there. I don't know if I want to mess with that. Well, okay, let's go ahead and take it off and see what we've got under there. Probably, I'm assuming just a regular, yeah, just a regular body painted in, or molded in yellow. Looks great. I'm not going to bother taking the whole thing off because that's not really what we're here for. We're just here to look at the Explorer spacesuit. Those tabs pop right back into place, and everything is nice and secure. He's great. I love it. This was if you've got the Castle Grayskull playset, which you should have, it's available at most of the Targets in my area, and I would imagine you should be able to find it too. Grab that Grayskull. It's fantastic. If you need to see the review, it is here on the Needless Things YouTube channel. All right, let's move along to the Spirit of Grayskull. Creepy skull face going on here. And you can see there's a little paint, it looks like, inside of this plastic because the plastic is translucent to give it a really spooky, ghosty effect. You can see some darker spots throughout. Really interesting look here. Great sculpt. And I love these bendy little wispy arm things coming out. And it's just a nice effect. The whole thing could have been just solid plastic, but instead it's this cool, completely translucent, mushy rubber. I really like this look. It looks great. And this will fit. Well, we'll show you in just a minute where this fits. But it's got a spot on there to go into the tower. Excellent. Now the dungeon grate. Again, you can see where this will fit into the castle. Got the grate opens up here. It's got the Castle Grayskull signature color, all of the great sculpting, and the same speckles that are present in the castle. And then finally, this weirdo, Orlax of Primaria, with this eye right down here. And then this is a bendy piece. So there's actually a wire armature inside this. So if you so desire, you can grab your Origins figures and wrap them up like this guy is getting them so he can escape from that dungeon. Fantastic. So you can see it actually has the armature goes all the way. This part, this is solid plastic, and then this is like a bendy material. You can see where the separation is right there. And then it's got a pretty nice little degree of bending going on right there. enough to hold a figure, as you would want to do. So this can clip into the grate. I'm going to try and be very careful with this because the grate is not the thickest plastic in the world. But you can see it's designed to clip right into the grate there, so he can be poking up out of the grate. Or you can have the grate open, and it's got this slot here to clip him into, so like he's escaping. Really nice touch. It is a little odd that this is all stone and not like black or something. But if you wanted to, you could paint this black to give it the effect of being more of a bottomless type of thing. But it just looks great. Really fantastic job. These are, in my opinion, perfect convention exclusives because they're awesome to have to complete your castle, but none of them are things that people are going to be outraged like, oh, I just don't have a complete set of Masters of the Universe if I don't have these. They're oddball items that are a lot of fun and add a lot of play value, but if you miss them, it's not like you're missing Skeletor. Great job, Mattel. So let's take a look now at how these fit into the castle. All right, we're looking at the top of Castle Grayskull, and we've got the gun emplacement, and we also have the flag, and you can take your Spirit of Grayskull and place it either right there or maybe right here, if I can get the peg in. There we go, or right there. I think both look good, but I'll probably leave it up on the top here. I like it being a little higher up. Looks cool. I dig it. All right. So that's where that goes. Hang on just a second. Let me switch over and we'll take a look at the interior. All right. Now we see the inside of Castle Grayskull. If you want more on that, please do check out my review here on the Needless Things YouTube channel. You've got the grate, and you can see there's a slot in the bottom, and this is raised, so you can actually slide this right into place, and it fits pretty securely on there. It's not just sitting there, like it slides into place. So you have your functioning dungeon, and this guy isn't quite, he's not going to fit in the middle there. There's not quite enough space. So you can kind of put him up in the front on the corner, and he fits into place just like that. You can lower him down a little bit, put that one tentacle kind of back there, give it a little more creepy look. So there you go. That interacts with the castle like that. And you could probably put it over here if you wanted to, but then you're not going to get your tentacle guy underneath this ledge that sticks out more and is lower for that matter. So that's your look right there. And then finally, we've got our spacesuit, which very clearly can go pretty much anywhere you want in the castle. It's just the spacesuit. He can stand anywhere. So that's how he works. But there you go. And now you've got more pieces, and you can see how his deco blends in with the other items in the castle. Like, he really matches the interior of this castle. It almost as though, perhaps he's the one that added the pieces of technology to the castle. This might be stuff from his spaceship that he brought in and added to the castle. These are his upgrades. Who knows? But you can see now you've got a little bit more of a castle interior, a little bit more going on, more storytelling, and just really cool pieces that Mattel was awesome to come up with to release in this way. Thanks for watching, you guys. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about Needless Things, and remember, I have the power!
Smash that like button if you like Needless Things.